So, hi guys, welcome back to the Caribbean Premier League. It is match number 22 of CPL 2025, and the match is between the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons and the Barbados Royals. The Antigua and Barbuda Falcons have won the toss and elected to bowl first. And out come the openers of the Barbados Royals. They have had a disappointing season so far. I think they have won only one game in this tournament till now. Quinton de Kock and Brandon King are opening the batting for the Barbados Royals. Antigua and Barbuda Falcons, they started well, but then have slipped in the last few games. And St. Lucia Kings and Trinidad Knight Raiders are at the top two now in the points table. So Antigua and Barbuda Falcons will want to get back to winning ways and get back momentum again in this tournament. Imad Wasim is having the new ball in his hand for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons, and it looks like Imad Wasim is going to be bowling the first over in this innings. Quinton de Kock is on strike, and we are all in readiness here. First ball of the match, and that's on a good length, defended towards covers. Dot ball to start from Imad Wasim. And it's on the pads again. Quinton de Kock flicks it away leg side towards mid wicket. Another dot ball from Imad Wasim. And again, a quicker delivery there from Imad Wasim. Quinton de Kock hits it down the ground to long on and picks up a single. And Quinton de Kock gets off the mark with that single. Brandon King is on strike now. And that's short and wide, cut away by Brandon King, but straight to the fielder at point. Another dot ball from Imad Wasim. And another quicker delivery there on the stumps. Brandon King flicks it away towards mid wicket. Another dot ball from Imad Wasim. One more delivery left in this over. Really good start here. Good first over from Imad Wasim. Last ball of the over. And has hit back the bowler. Another dot ball to finish the over. So just one run came from the first over, and the Barbados Royals are one without loss after one over. So Jayden Seals now will be bowling the second over for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. And the Quinton de Kock is on strike. So here's Jayden Seals now, bowling from the other end with the new ball. And it's short and wide, cut away by Quinton de Kock towards deep point, and picks up a single to start the over. Gives the strike to Brandon King. Brandon King hasn't got off the mark yet. Another good player, but hasn't maybe lived up to the expectations in this tournament maybe. So here comes Jayden Seals again. And it's pulled in the air. A top edge. This should be a catching opportunity. And it's down. Has he taken it or put it down? He's put it down. That should have been a simple catch. But it's gone to ground. And Brandon King gets a lifeline. He gets off the mark as well with a single. There was a nothing shot there. Was looking to pull it away. Got the top edge. And the fielder has dropped an absolute lollipop there at covers. So the single is completed and now Quinton de Kock is on strike. Brandon King gets a lifeline. Disappointment in the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons dugout, and obviously they will be disappointed. Short and wide, cut away by de Kock towards deep point. Will pick up the single. 3 balls, 3 singles in this over. Still 3 more deliveries left. Ooh, that's another brilliant delivery there. Back of the length. And the zip of the wicket there, beating the batsman. Really good bowling from Jayden Seals. Another dot ball. So 2 more deliveries left in this over now. Oh, again pitching, swinging away from Brandon King there. Another dot ball from Jayden Seals. Brandon King struggling again. He's already given an opportunity to the opposition. So was dropped. And again now not able to get going here. The last ball of the over from Jayden Seals. And that's on the pads, flicked away by Brandon King towards mid-wicket. Picks up another single to finish the over. So 4 runs came from that over. 4 runs came from that over from Jayden Seals. And Barbados Royals are 5 without loss after 2 overs. So Obed McCoy now is the new bowler and coming into the attack now for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. Brandon King on strike, and that's a wide down the leg side to start. So Obed McCoy has to reload that one. Down the leg side that was. Needs to get his line proper. And that's a full delivery. King goes down the ground. I think he's got it all the way. For six. What a shot that is. So it looked as so long that Brandon King was struggling. But then this was the full delivery in the slot. And Brandon King has hit it beautifully down the ground. First six of this innings. And first six for Brandon King today. And it's back of the length. Brandon King going for the pull shot there. But pulls it straight to the fielder at mid-wicket. Another dot ball from Obed McCoy. Oh, that's inside edge from King. It goes towards short fine leg and they pick up a quick single. So single completed by Brandon King and now gives the strike to Quinton de Kock. 3 more deliveries left in this over. And that's short and wide, cut away by de Kock. Good, I think the fielder at covers got a hand on it. So the ball doesn't quite reach the fence. Quinton de Kock picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. And that's on a good length. Defended towards point. And picks up another single here as Brandon King. Two more deliveries left in this over. Quinton de Kock is on strike. Oh, going for the cut there. But not able to make connection. Another dot ball from Obed McCoy. I think still one more delivery left in this over, but they have gone to the ads. Or is it? No, I think it's a dot ball to finish the over. So 10 runs came from that over from Obed McCoy. And the Barbados Royals are 15 without loss after 3 overs. And Jayden Seals coming into the attack now. Straight away, full delivery. Brandon King looking to flick. They're appealing for LBW, but I think there was some bat involved there. Another dot ball to start the over. Brandon King once again struggling, although he's hit this 1-6. Still hasn't found the momentum that is needed in this innings. It's shot again, pulled away by Brandon King. It'll go on the bounce to the fielder at deep square leg, and Brandon King picks up another single. Quinton de Kock is on strike now. And he looks to smash it through the offside there, but he throws his bat at it, but not able to make connection, unfortunately. And another dot ball from Jayden Seals. Three more deliveries left in this over. And it's cut away by de Kock, but the fielder is there. It'll go on the bounce to a deep point. So again, only managing to pick up a single. Quinton de Kock hasn't scored a boundary yet in this innings. Meanwhile, Brandon King has hit one sixer. Just the 1-6 in this innings so far. Already 3.4 overs have been bowled. And that's a good length delivery there. Defended back to the bowler by Brandon King. Another dot ball from Jayden Seals. One more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over. On the pads, Brandon King going for the flick shot, but it's gone off the pads, I think. And it's another dot ball to finish the over. So just 2 runs came from that over, and Barbados Royals are 17 without loss after 4 overs. So there's a new bowler into the attack now for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. Salman is the new bowler into the attack. Quinton de Kock is on strike. And there's a short ball pulled away by de Kock, but still can't find the boundary. It goes 1 bounce to deep square leg. And Quinton de Kock picks up another single. Salman Irshad, who is into the attack now for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons, is considered a single first ball. Now Brandon King is on strike. And it's driven beautifully by Brandon King, but good fielding. Good fielding at covers. And it's another dot ball from Salman Irshad. In fact, they have picked up the single. So Quinton de Kock is on strike now. Salman Irshad coming around the wicket to Quinton de Kock. So maybe de Kock can use that angle. And he looks to cut there, misses it. Another dot ball from Salman Irshad. Three more deliveries left in this over. Quinton de Kock hasn't scored a boundary yet. He's struggling here. Again looking to cut there, but not able to make connection. Another dot ball from Salman Irshad. Two more deliveries left in this over now. And it's on the pads, it's gone off the pads. And it's gone past the short fine leg fielder into the fence. So finally, is it off the bat or off the pad? Need to look at the umpire's signal. But a boundary nevertheless for Barbados Royals. First boundary in this innings. It comes of the 29th ball of this innings. Would you believe it? And last ball of the over, again good length delivery, de Kock going for the pull, but not going, the ball didn't go anywhere, so dot ball to finish the over. And that boundary was given as 4 leg byes as well, so Quinton de Kock has still not hit a boundary yet. And 6 runs came from that over from Salman Irshad. Barbados Royals are 23 without loss after 5 overs. Quinton de Kock hasn't scored a boundary yet. Brandon King also hasn't scored a boundary. He's only hit that 1-6 which he hit. Already 5 overs done. If you're only going to be scoring 1-6 if you're only going to be hitting 1-6 in the power play, that is a concern. Jayden Seals is back into the attack. That's pulled away by Brandon King, but straight to the fielder at mid wicket. And dot ball to start the over from Jayden Seals. It's pulled again, and oh dear, has the catch been put down there? Shakib Al Hasan, the fielder at mid wicket. It was hit straight to him. That should have been swallowed. In fact, I don't think it carried to him. I think it landed short of Shakib there at mid wicket. 2 dot balls to start this over. It's on the pads again, flicked away by Brandon King. Leg side, and he picks up another single. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Quinton de Kock on strike. And de Kock lines himself up for the big shot, but then I don't know, maybe it went off the pad there towards short third man and picks up another single here. The struggle continues for Quinton de Kock. Or has it gone off the bat? Need to look at the umpire's signal. But this is a very poor power play as far as the Barbados Royals are concerned. Just the 1-6 they have been able to hit till now. It's been given as runs off the bat, so Quinton de Kock picked up a single there. And now Brandon King on strike. And that's pulled away by King. Has it gone all the way? It has, I think. All the way for 6. A flat 6 from Brandon King. Much needed for the Barbados Royals. 2 short this time from Jayden Seals and punished by Brandon King over deep mid wicket. So last ball of the over coming up. And he swings leg side again, but this time straight to the fielder at mid wicket. Another dot ball to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over from Jayden Seals. And the power play has been completed. Barbados Royals are 31 without loss after 6 overs. No boundaries scored off the bat in a power play of a T20 match. For the first time I am seeing it. Just the 2 sixes which Brandon King has hit in this power play. But 0 boundaries so far off the bat. And that is a very, very strange fact. And I am seeing that for the first time. So 31 without loss, the Barbados Royals after the power play, after 6 overs. So Imad Wasim now is back into the attack. Quinton de Kock on strike. And it's a little shot pulled away by Quinton de Kock towards mid wicket. And picks up another single. Single to start the over for Quinton de Kock, and his struggle continues actually. He is batting on 8 from 16 balls with no boundaries so far. Brandon King on strike. It's short and wide, cut away again by Brandon King towards deep point and picks up another single. And that's a full delivery again, driven through the offside by Quinton de Kock and picks up another single. And that's a short ball. King gives himself room, pulls it flat, hard into the fence. All the way for 6. What a shot that is from Brandon King. Picked up length beautifully there and deposits it over deep mid wicket. Third 6 in this innings for Brandon King. this time it's a wide delivery there from Imad Wasim. It's given as a wide. So I think he has to reload that one. But as someone told these batters that you have to only deal in sixes. You don't have to score boundaries. Still no boundaries of the bat. Last ball of the over. Not last ball of the over. 2 balls left in this over. And a quicker ball. King gives himself room and cuts it straight to covers. Dot ball again from Imad Wasim. One more delivery left in this over. And this time Brandon King flicks it away leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over from Imad Wasim, and Barbados Royals are 42 without loss after 7 overs. So there's a bowling change here for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. Shamar Springer is the new bowler into the attack for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. Brandon King is on strike. First ball is a full delivery, clipped away by Brandon King towards deep mid wicket and picks up a single to start the over. So Quinton de Kock is on strike now. Can Quinton de Kock finally hit a boundary here? And he's hit it in the air. How far is it gone? The fielders are running backward, circles. And I think it goes for 4. So finally I think it's a boundary for Quinton de Kock there. Not in the most convincing fashion, but he's got it through a top edge. First boundary of this innings of the bat. And first boundary for Quinton de Kock. And that's a wide outside the off stump from Shamar Springer, given as a wide. So has to reload that one. Well, I think it started to rain here. The covers are getting ready to come in. It's short and wide, cut away by Quinton de Kock towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Well, the groundsmen are ready with the covers. It is raining here. It's raining in the ground, so we never know when the covers will start to come in. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Brandon King is on strike. And King comes down the pitch, hits it over the top. That's all the way for 6. What a shot that is. Over extra covers. And he's nailed it beautifully. Brings up the 50 as well for the Barbados Royals with that 6 over extra covers. 4th 6 in this innings for Brandon King. and he is dealing only in sixes today. This time it's a full delivery. Brandon King defends it towards point, deep point, and picks up another single. It's an expensive over here from Shamar Springer. 14 runs have come from this over, and still one ball left in this over. The Barbados Royals have to win this game if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive. Obviously, Barbados Royals still having 5 more games left in the group stage. 5 more matches left in their group stage, I guess. Last ball of the over. Quinton de Kock goes for the reverse paddle, and he'll get it away. 1 bounce, 2 bounce into the boundary for 4 to finish the over. So second boundary here for Quinton de Kock, and a very expensive over there from Shamar Springer. 18 runs came from that over, and Barbados Royals are now 60 without loss after 8 overs. So Barbados Royals need to win this game if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive, because they are at the bottom of the table currently, so they will be wanting to win a few games and come up the points table. And now there's another bowling change here. The all-rounder from Bangladesh. The all-rounder from Bangladesh is coming into the attack. Shakib Al Hasan is into the attack now, and straight away, short and wide, cut away by Brandon King towards deep extra covers and picks up a single. So they'll be hoping that Shakib Al Hasan can provide the breakthroughs here for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. And it's a tossed-up delivery. De Kock hits it down the ground, straight down the ground, and it reaches the boundary for 4. It was nicely tossed up in the slot, and De Kock hit through the line beautifully there. Third boundary here for Quinton de Kock. So from hitting no boundaries for a long time, he has hit 3 boundaries in quick succession. Very good from De Kock. And this time it's a short ball on the hips, pulled away by De Kock towards deep mid-wicket, and picks up another single. And it's cut away again by Brandon King, but straight to the fielder at point. So another dot ball from Shakib Al Hasan. 2 more deliveries left in this over, and that should be a wide down the leg side. So Shakib Al Hasan has to reload that one. And Brandon King gives himself room, cuts it in the gap, and finds the boundary. What placement that was. Went right in the gap there. And Brandon King finds another boundary here. It's the first boundary for Brandon King in this innings. He has already hit 4 sixes. But first boundary off the bat for him. Last ball of the over. Again gives himself room, cuts it through the offside, and picks up another single to finish the over. So 12 runs came from that over from Shakib Al Hasan, and Barbados Royals are 72 without loss after 9 overs. So Obed McCoy now is back into the attack, conceded 10 runs in his first over, is into his second over now. Brandon King is on strike. And his first ball is pulled away by Brandon King. It's in the gap. And it's gone through the fielder at deep square leg. So second boundary here for Brandon King. Two shot there from Obed McCoy. And nicely pulled away by Brandon King. And now Barbados Royals are getting some momentum. So boundary to start the over. And again King comes down the pitch, drives down the ground, finds another boundary here. So back-to-back boundaries to start the over from Brandon King, and he moves to 49 now, moving closer to his half century now. So now Obed McCoy deciding to come around the wicket. Full toss. And it's driven again by Brandon King. But there is a fielder there. And deep extra covers this time. So it will be another single. And with that single, Brandon King completes his half century. He has scored 50 from 35 deliveries with 3 fours and 4 sixers at a strike rate of 142.86. And this is a really good knock from Brandon King. And this opening partnership is worth 81 from 57 balls between Quinton de Kock and Brandon King, and it's going strongly here for the Barbados Royals. Brandon King has hit 2 centuries as well in his CPL career so far. Oh, Quinton de Kock was setting himself up for the big shot, but there was a slow ball from Obed McCoy. I think it deceived Quinton de Kock in the process. And another dot ball from Obed McCoy. 2 more deliveries left in this over. And that's on-pace delivery. De Kock hits it down the ground and picks up another single here. So one more delivery left in this over now. Brandon King is on strike. Coming around the wicket now, Obed McCoy, and I think the ball held in the wicket a little bit. They have picked up the single, coming back for the second now, and couple of runs completed by Brandon King to finish the over. So 12 runs came from that over. 12 runs came from that over from Obed McCoy, and Barbados Royals are 84 without loss after 10 overs. And it's also the time for the strategic timeout. So the Barbados Royals are in a good position here. This opening partnership is still continuing. Obviously, there was a catch put down earlier in this innings, and these openers are making them pay. Obviously, the women's CPL will also be starting today. It will be starting from today, the women's CPL. Shakib Al Hasan now into the attack after the strategic timeout, and straight away de Kock comes down the wicket, flicks it leg side towards deep mid wicket, and picks up a single to start the over. And that's a quicker ball from Shakib. Brandon King punches it through the offside and picks up another single. So 2 singles to start the over. 4 more deliveries left in this over. Flatter delivery there. De Kock flicks it leg side, picks up the single. Can he come back for the second? No, he can't. Can only settle for the single. So 3 singles to start this over. It's short and wide. Cut away again by Brandon King towards deep extra covers. And picks up another single. Full toss. De Kock goes down the ground. And it goes towards long on. Picks up another single here. 5 runs from this over, still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over, quicker delivery again. Flicked away by Brandon King, picks up another single to finish the over. So 6 singles in that over, 6 runs came from that over from Shakib Al Hasan. And Barbados Royals are 90 without loss after 11 overs. So Salman Irshad has been brought back into the attack, still searching for their first wicket here. The Antigua and Barbuda Falcons, this opening partnership is now nearing 100 runs. So Brandon King on strike now. And that's helped on its way by Brandon King. But good stop by the short fine leg fielder. There was a shy at the non-striker's end. But it's collected by the bowler. And a single to start the over. And it's driven through the offside, but straight to the fielder. And extra cover, there's a chance of a run out. Has De Kock made it back? Now you have to look upstairs. This could be the first wicket, maybe. Well, De Kock is already walking as if he knows that he was short of his ground there. Yes, and I think he's gone. De Kock is short of his ground by a long way. So the first wicket goes down for the Barbados Royals in the form of a run out. He had hit it straight to the fielder at covers and then took off for a run out of nowhere. Yes, out is the decision. So finally the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons, they get a wicket. They get the first wicket in the form of a run out. Quinton de Kock is out after scoring 27 from 28 balls. And Barbados Royals are 91 for 1 after 11.2 overs. So Sharfin Rutherford now is the new batter to the crease for the Barbados Royals. Another powerful hitter of the ball. without a doubt. Salman Irshad coming over the wicket to Rutherford, and Rutherford looking to cut it away there, but not able to make connection. Dot ball to start. Well, I don't know whose mistake that was, but Brandon King should have responded to De Kock's call there. Normally it's in front of the wicket, it's striker's call. I don't know why Brandon King didn't respond. Oh, again. Full and wide there. Rutherford going for the cut shot and not able to make connection. Another dot ball from Salman Irshad. Two more deliveries left in this over. And it's full this time, driven through the offside by Rutherford towards deep point and picks up another single. One more delivery left in this over. Brandon King is on strike. Last ball of the over, it's a short ball, pulled away by Brandon King towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. So 3 runs came from that over from Salman Irshad, a good over from him, and the run out as 3 runs came from that over from Salman Irshad, including the run out of Quinton de Kock in that over. And Barbados Royals are now 93 for 1 after 12 overs. So Shakib Al Hasan continuing, and that's put into the crowd straight away by Brandon King. 2 shot from Shakib Al Hasan, dragged down delivery, and Brandon King latches onto it. A 6 to start the over from Brandon King. And this time Brandon King goes down the ground and it goes all the way for 4. So 6 followed by a 4 to start this over. Pressure back on Shakib Al Hasan. Brandon King has decided that this is the over he's going to target and go for the shots. Oh, swing and a miss this time. Brandon King went for the slog sweep again, but not able to make connection. Dot ball from Shakib Al Hasan. And that's cut away again by Brandon King, but straight to the fielder at covers. Another dot ball from from Shakib Al Hasan. Now Brandon King gives himself room, thrashes it through the offside for 4. Found the gap beautifully there. And second boundary in this over for Brandon King. He's already hit a 6 as well in this over. 14 runs from this over so far, still 1 ball left. And the last ball of the over, Brandon King hits it down the ground long on and picks up another single to finish the over. So 15 runs came from that over from Shakib Al Hasan, and Barbados Royals are 108 for 1 after 13 overs. So 7 more overs left in this innings. Obed McCoy is back into the attack now. Brandon King has completed 2000 plus runs in CPL. Congratulations to him as he comes down the wicket now and hits it leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up a single. So Sharfin Rutherford is on strike now. And it's bounced a little bit there. Obed McCoy. So Rutherford going for the pull shot and not able to make connection. A dot ball from Obed McCoy. Oh, that's a full toss. Rutherford hits it away. Has it gone all the way for 6 or has it gone 1 bounce? I think it's gone 1 bounce for 4. So first boundary here for Sharfin Rutherford. And the boundaries continue to flow for the Royals. They're also checking for the waist high no ball, but I think the ball dipped there, so it won't be a no ball for waist high. But Rutherford gets the boundary. And this time it's a slow ball. Rutherford drives towards covers and picks up another single. Gives the strike to Brandon King. So Obed McCoy now coming around the wicket. That's taken the leading edge of Brandon King there, but it goes towards deep extra covers. And Brandon King picks up another single. Gives the strike back to Sharfin Rutherford. 1 more delivery left in this over. 7 runs from this over so far. Last ball of the over. Slow ball. Rutherford goes over extra covers. And it just about clears the fielder there. And it'll go 1 bounce for 4, I think, to finish the over. So the second boundary in that over from Sharfin Rutherford. 11 runs came from that over from Obed McCoy. And Barbados Royals are now 119 for 1 after 14 overs. So 6 more overs left in this innings, and the Barbados Royals are looking good to even push towards 170, 180. That could be a good match-winning score today. Barbados Royals bowlers, unfortunately, no one has picked up a wicket. The only wicket to fall came in the form of a run-out. Quinton de Kock got run out. But apart from that, no other bowler has been able to pick up a wicket. Imad Wasim now has been brought back into the attack and as a dot ball to start. It looked as a wide for me, but the umpire hasn't given it a wide. Dot ball to start the over from Imad Wasim. And a quicker ball again, pulled away by Brandon King. Finds the gap, finds the boundary. Another boundary here towards deep mid-wicket for Brandon King. He's finding the boundaries when it's needed the most for the Barbados Royals. And this time it's a full delivery driven again by Brandon King, but straight to covers. Dot ball from Imad Wasim. Three more deliveries left in this over. At one stage, Antigua and Barbuda Falcons were at the top of the table, but now they are slumping here towards the end of this season. That's a full toss again, driven again by Brandon King towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over, and Sharfin Rutherford is on strike. And again, full delivery. Rutherford hits it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Imad Wasim. One more delivery left in this over now. 5 runs from this over so far. Last ball of the over. And Rutherford goes inside out, finds the gap and finds the boundary to finish the over. So second boundary in that over. And ends the over with the boundary as well. So 9 runs came from that over from Imad Wasim, and Barbados Royals are 128 for 1 after 15 overs. So 5 overs still left in this innings. Rassie van der Dusen will come in next, I think, if a wicket goes down. Rahman Powell is also there. So plenty of batting left for Barbados Royals. Brandon King on strike. Jayden Seals is back into the attack. A slow ball. Brandon King pulls it away leg side towards deep mid-wicket. A fumble by the deep mid-wicket fielder. And Brandon King completes a couple of runs to start the over. Moves into the 80s now, Brandon King. And he is closing in towards a century here. Don't want to jinx it though. Oh, shot again. Brandon King going for the pull shot, but not able to make connection. Dot ball from Jayden Seals. Oh, that's connected beautifully. And that's a massive shot from Brandon King. It's gone out of the ground and onto the houses back there outside the stadium. It's such a long hit there from Brandon King. Sixth sixer for him in this innings. And a timely six here for Brandon King. Three more deliveries left in this over. What a massive hit that was from Jayden Seals. New ball. What a massive hit that was from Brandon King. Massive hit out of the ground. And new balls, please. Changing the ball here. Three more deliveries left in this over. Change of ball. But it's not change of luck. It's gone all the way again. From Brandon King. A slow ball from Jayden Seals. And Brandon King picks it up and deposits it. Over deep mid wicket for six. Back-to-back sixes for Brandon King. And he moves into the 90s now. So two more deliveries left in this over now. Where Brandon King is batting. And he flicks it away again. There's a fielder there. It lands short and good fielding at deep square leg. Brandon King picks up another single and he's moving ever so close to another century here in this Caribbean Premier League. He's already hit two CPL centuries before and he's moving closer to the third one here. Just 6 runs were needed for him. Rutherford is on strike. One more delivery left in this over. 50 partnership also came up with those 2 sixes from Brandon King. And now the partnership is now 52 from 27 balls between Rutherford and Brandon King. Rutherford is on strike now. 15 runs have come from this over. Last ball of the over. Rutherford goes in the air. Has it gone all the way? It has. All the way for 6 to finish the over. Third 6 of that over. 21 runs came from that over from Jayden Seals. And Barbados Royals are 149 for 1 after 16 overs. So 21 runs came from that over from Jayden Seals. And the Barbados Royals are 149 for 1 after 16 overs. They are pushing towards 180, 190, which could be a really good score at this venue. Rutherford also joining the party there in the slot for him. And Jayden Seals missing his length and getting dispatched in that over. Now Salman Irshad has been brought back into the attack. Brandon King will be on strike, has an opportunity to complete his century in this over. So here's Salman Irshad now. That's a wide down the leg side. It's given as a wide. And with that wide, the 150 comes up for the Barbados Royals. And still 4 more overs left in this innings. There was a catch which was put down by Andreas Goss, I think, when Brandon King was on 0. And now he's racing towards a century. That should be another wide down the leg side, isn't it? Or has it gone off the pads, maybe? I think the umpire reckons it has gone off the pads. So it is another dot ball. A dot ball from Salman Irshad. And this time Brandon King comes down the pitch, drives down the ground to long off and picks up another single. Gives a strike to Sharfin Rutherford. So Rutherford on strike now. 4 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that's a good delivery from Salman Irshad. Right in the block hole there. Rutherford looking to drive, but missing it. Valuable dot ball from Salman Irshad. Three more deliveries left in this over from Salman Irshad. That's in the slot. Rutherford lifts it in the air and it just about lands safely, and they'll complete a couple of runs, I think. So good running between the wickets from Rutherford. He'll keep the strike. That was right in the slot as well from Irshad. Rutherford were looking to go for the big 6 once again, but not able to get enough elevation and timing on it. But completes a couple of runs eventually. 2 more deliveries left in this over now. Oh, that's a full delivery there. Rutherford going for the drive, but inside edging it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Salman Irshad. One more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over coming up from Salman Irshad. Oh, really good delivery to finish the over. Another dot ball to finish that over. So 4 runs came from that over from Salman Irshad. And Barbados Royals are 153 for 1 after 17 overs. So Obed McCoy now is back into the attack for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. Brandon King is on 95 and is moving closer to a century. Obed McCoy coming around the wicket to Brandon King, and King hits it down the ground towards long off and picks up a single first ball. Gives a strike to Rutherford. Rutherford on strike now. And it's a wide down the leg side from Obed McCoy. Nice pace on delivery, but ill-directed. Has to reload that one. Slow ball. Rutherford hits it in the air. Has he got enough on it? I don't think so. Oh dear, the fielder has put it down, has he? He has put it down, I think. Complete misjudgment there. And Rutherford completes the single. The catching has been very poor here from the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. They have not been able to catch anything. Yet again, a catch being put down, I think. It went so high, but that can't be an excuse for dropping this kind of a catch at long off. And Rutherford survives. 4 more deliveries left in this over. Brandon King is on strike. McCoy coming around the wicket. And that's a wide again. Wide from McCoy. And they are also picking up the single. So, bonus runs here for the Barbados Royals. Obviously, Imad Wasim is not happy. A wide plus the single as well. And everything going the way of the Royals at the moment. Rutherford on strike now. And Rutherford hits it in the air. I think he's got it cleaner this time. Has he? Yes, he has. All the way for 6. Straight down the ground. Always the best place to hit a cricket ball. And that is exactly what Sir Rutherford has done. It was full and in the slot from McCoy. And Rutherford doesn't miss out on it. Second 6 in this innings for Sir Rutherford. That's a slow ball again, and Rutherford goes again. But this time the catch is taken at long on. So finally, the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons hold on to a catch. And Rutherford has to go. It was the slow delivery from McCoy. Rutherford went for the big one again. But didn't get it off the middle, I think. Only managed to get the elevation, not the distance. And a really good catch. At long on, sees the end of Sir Rutherford, and the first wicket taken by a bowler of the Barbados Royals team. Rutherford departs after scoring a quick fire 29 from 17 balls, and Barbados Royals are 164 for 2 after 17.4 overs. So I think the new batter to the crease for the Barbados Royals is their captain, Rahman Powell. And I think that's the right decision because he is also another power hitter of the ball. It's a dot ball to start from Obed. I mean, it's not yet been bowled. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Well, Rahman Powell is another powerhouse, no doubt about that. He has already captained the Jamaican Talawas to the CPL trophy in 2022. And now he is captain of the Barbados Royals team. And that's on the pads, flicked away by Rahman Powell towards deep mid wicket, picks up the single, comes back for the second. It's good running between the wickets, couple of runs to get off the mark for Rahman Powell. One more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over. And it's a slow ball there. Powell going for the pull shot. I think he's not got it properly there, but he'll still pick up a single to finish the over. So 14 runs came from that over from Obed McCoy, and Barbados Royals are 167 for 2 after 18 overs. So 2 more overs left in this innings. Salman Irshad has been brought back into the attack. Salman Irshad is into his last over now. Has figures of none for 9 in his 3 overs so far. Rahman Powell is on strike. And that's a full delivery there, a good Yorker to start. Powell clips it away leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. So Brandon King is on strike now. Can he get to that 3-figure mark which he's looking for? Oh, that should be a no ball, I think. For above waist high, down the leg side, it's either a no ball or a wide here. It's given us a no ball, free hit, and this is the best possible opportunity for Brandon King to complete his century here. So free hit delivery coming up for Brandon King, and he's on 96 now. So he can utilize this free hit and get his century here. So free hit delivery coming up from Salman Irshad. What is Brandon King going to do? And Brandon King swings leg side towards deep mid wicket, can only pick up a single. Good delivery there from Salman Irshad right in the block hole. And Brandon King can only pick up a single, give the strike back to Rahman Powell. So Brandon King now moves to 97. 4 more deliveries left in this over. Rahman Powell is on strike. And Powell sets himself for the big shot and misses it. And the ball crushes down to middle and off stump. And Salman Irshad strikes for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. Rahman Powell has to go. A nice full delivery. And normally when Powell looks to play the big shot, he sets himself up to play the big shot. But he's missed it completely here. And another wicket going down for the Barbados Royals. Rahman Powell is out after scoring 3 runs from 4 deliveries. And Barbados Royals are 170 for 3 after 18.3 overs. So the new batter to the crease now for the Barbados Royals is Rassie van der Dusen. And he's coming in with 9 balls left in this innings. Rassie van der Dusen, another good finisher we can say. Three more deliveries left in this over. Van der Dusen is on strike. And he's cleaned up first ball. 2 wickets and 2 balls for Salman Irshad. And Van der Dusen came, and Van der Dusen is going now. Looking for the big shot first ball, but losing his off stump. And Salman Irshad will be on a hat-trick now. What outstanding bowling this is, right up there in the block hole. Not allowing the batter to go for the big shots. 2 batters going for big shots and losing their stumps. So unfortunately Rassie van der Dusen is out for a first ball duck, and Barbados Royals are 170 for 4 after 18.4 overs. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Chris Green is the new batter to the crease for the Barbados Royals. He played for the Welsh Fire in the men's 100 tournament, and now he's playing for the Barbados Royals in the Caribbean Premier League. He did well. He did decently for the Welsh Fire in the men's 100 tournament. Handy batter down the order. Hat-trick ball from Salman Irshad. Oh, that's appeal for LBW. I think that's going down the leg side. That's sliding down the leg side. Or was there some bat involved? Well, Imad Wasim is just going for the review. Nothing to lose. Hat-trick ball anyways. Well, there's a clear inside edge there of the bat of Chris Green, so the decision will remain not out. Chris Green will get off the mark with a single. So not out it is. 1 more delivery left in this over. Excellent over so far from Salman Irshad. Even though he bowled a no ball, he's conceded only 4 runs in this over. Brandon King is on strike now. Has been in the 90s for a very long time now. Last ball of the over. And it's full delivery. Hit back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish the over. So just 4 runs came from that over from Salman Irshad along with 2 wickets in that over. And Salman Irshad finishes his spell 2 for 13 in his 4 overs. And the Barbados Royals are 171 for 4 after 19 overs. Just 1 more over left in this innings now. So Chris Green will be on strike. Who is going to be bowling the last over is a big question. Well, it's going to be Imad Wasim to bowl the last over for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. I thought they could have gone with Shamar Springer, but given that he was expensive in his first over, they are going with Imad Wasim. Chris Green is on strike. Now, will he give the strike to Brandon King and maybe give chance to him to complete the century, or will he go for it? Well, Chris Green goes for it and he finds the gap, finds the boundary. So Chris Green says, I'm here, I will hit some boundaries in the last over. A boundary to start the over from Chris Green. It's a full toss this time. Chris Green slices it in the air, down the ground to long off, and picks up another single and gives a strike back to Brandon King. And this is the best opportunity for Brandon King to get the 3 runs that he's waiting for. He's on 97. King gives himself room, hits it straight down the ground. Has he got it for 4? No, he hasn't. Straight to the fielder at long on, will pick up only a single. And Brandon King moves to 98 and he's off the strike now. What is Chris Green going to do? Goodness gracious me. Brandon King has been in the 90s for quite a while now and is still not finding a way to get a century. It's a full delivery. Chris Green hits it. Has he found the gap? The fielder is there at deep extra covers, fumbles. And have they picked up a single or a couple of runs? I think they have picked up a couple of runs here. So Chris Green keeps the strike. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Now if Chris Green has to give the strike to Brandon King if he wants to complete his century. Full toss, Green hits it in the air. Hasn't got enough timing on it. The fielder, puts it down, Imad Wasim. And I think Chris Green will complete another couple of runs. And Brandon King will be stranded on 98. That should have been taken. The catch has been put down. And they've also completed a couple of runs. And it's going to be a heartbreak for Brandon King. Couldn't get to his century, unfortunately. He's stuck at the non-striker's end. But it's always team first in these kind of situations. Last ball of the innings. Chris Green on strike. And Chris Green hits it down the ground. Has he got enough? Yes, he has. All the way for 6 to finish it. And that's why we said team first. If Chris Green had given the strike to Brandon King, we don't know whether Brandon King would have finished it this way. But a 6 to finish the innings. 16 runs came from the last over from Imad Wasim. And the Barbados Royals finished their 20 overs on 187 for 4 at the end of their 20 overs. And unfortunately for Brandon King, he's left stranded, not out on 98 from 65 balls. And he couldn't complete his century today, but a fantastic knock from Brandon King without doubt. So fantastic knock from Brandon King, and even Sharfin Rutherford also provided good assistance to him. Rutherford scored 29 from 17 balls. That was a good knock from Sharfin Rutherford. Quinton de Kock also started a little slowly, but then got his groove, scored 27 runs. Opening partnership itself was 91 from 72 balls when Quinton de Kock got himself run out. And after that, Sharfin Rutherford and Brandon King putting on a partnership. And then in the end, Chris Green, cameo, 16 from 6 balls for Chris Green with 1-4 and 1-6. And Chris Green batting at a strike rate of 266.67 in the end. And that is how dangerous Chris Green can be with the bat sometimes. And I think this is a really good score here for the Barbados Royals. They have finished their 20 overs with 187 for 4. So when the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons come out to bat, they will need 188 runs to win this game. It's an important match for both these teams. More important for the Barbados Royals, I would say. And the Barbados Royals will be looking to defend this score and pick up another win in CPL 2025. So we'll be back shortly to cover the run chase in this game. So until then, please stay tuned. So welcome back to the run chase here. Antigua and Barbuda Falcons need 188 runs to win this game from their full quota of 20 overs. And Andreas Ghosh is opening the batting for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons along with Amir Jangu. Andreas Ghosh dropped Brandon King when he was on 0. And Brandon King went on to score 98 not out. So Andreas Ghosh has a job in hand now to equal what Brandon King did with the bat today. Raymond Simmons now has the new ball in his hand and he will be opening the bowling for the Barbados Royals. Amir Jangu is on strike. And we are all in readiness to go. First ball of this run chase coming up. Amir Jangu on strike. And straight away, short and wide, cut away by Amir Jangu, finds the boundary towards deep point. Too short and too wide there from Raymond Simmons and beautifully cut away by Amir Jangu. Straight away first boundary of the innings coming up off the bat of Amir Jangu. And it's short and wide again, punched away by Amir Jangu towards deep points and picks up another single. Gives a strike to Andreas Ghosh, and Andreas Ghosh is a really good batter, no doubt about that. He had a really good tournament in the MLC this year. And it's on the pads this time, flicked away by Andreas Ghosh. And Andreas Ghosh also gets off the mark with a single. So good start here for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. First 3 balls of this run chase. Already 6 runs on the board. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Let's cut away again. Pass, shot, third man into the boundary for 4. Second boundary of this over from Amir Jangu. And Raymond Simmons feeling the pressure here. Once again, a little short and offering a little bit of width. And Amir Jangu punishes it to the boundary. Two more deliveries left in this over. That's a full toss from Raymond Simmons. Jangu hits it down the ground to mid-on and picks up another single. One more delivery left in this over. Andreas Ghosh on strike. Last ball of the over. And it's driven by Andreas Ghosh. through the offside towards deep point. And Andreas Ghosh picks up another single to finish the over. So 12 runs came from that over from Raymond Simmons. And Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 12 without loss after 1 over. So Ethan Bosch is now a new bowler into the attack for the Barbados Royals. Andreas Ghosh is on strike. It's a short ball pulled away by Ghosh past the square leg fielder, but deep square leg is there. So Andreas Ghosh picks up another single. That was a catching opportunity actually. It's gone through the hands of the fielder there. Very difficult catch. Now Amir Jangu is on strike. Oh, it's a short ball there. Jangu had set himself up to play the pull shot, but then didn't go through with it fully. Another dot ball from Ethan Bosch. Ooh, that's just cut back in after pitching. I think it's gone off the glove of Amir Jangu. And picks up another single here. 2 runs have come from this over, still 3 balls left. Andreas Ghosh is yet to get going for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. I think Jangu has hurt himself there. The ball that pitched and bounced a little bit extra there. Hit himself on the glove. So he's getting some treatment here. So I think that ball pitched and bounced a little bit extra. Three more deliveries left in this over. I think it's all in readiness now. There's 2 runs have come from this over so far. Andreas Ghosh is on strike. And that's another good delivery there from Ethan Bosch. Some extra bounce once again. Andreas Ghosh defends it on the back foot. Another dot ball from Ethan Bosch. Two more deliveries left in this over. And that's nicely left alone by Andreas Ghosh outside the off stump. Another dot ball from Ethan Bosch. Excellent over this. It was an expensive first over from Raymond Simmons, but Ethan Bosch has now made up for it. The really good second over here. One more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over now. And that's cut back in. Pitching, swinging back into the right-hander there. Another dot ball to finish the over. So just 2 runs came from that over from Ethan Bosch. And Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 14 without loss after 2 overs. So Antigua and Barbuda Falcons 14 without loss after 2 overs. They need some momentum. Then there's another bowling change here. Lane is the new bowler into the attack. And drives and misses there. Amir Jangu. Another dot ball. And it's on a good length, defended again by Amir Jangu towards covers and picks up another single. Gives the strike to Andreas Ghosh. A Ghosh comes down the pitch, hits it in the air. Is there a fielder there? No. It goes all the way for 6 in fact. What a shot that is from Andreas Ghosh. Gave himself room and just sliced it towards deep point for 6. So it will be the first 6 of this innings. I think they're going to have a look at whether the ball cleared the boundary or not, but I think that's gone all the way for 6. Oh, in fact, it's been given as a boundary. So first boundary here for Andreas Ghosh. That's on the pads, flicked away again by Ghosh. Misfield at mid-wicket. And it goes through and it goes for 4 as well. Goodness gracious. Back-to-back boundaries for Andreas Ghosh. The fielder at mid-wicket has allowed it to go through his legs. And 2 boundaries and 2 balls. Pressure now on Lane here. You need to be good in the field. Cannot be allowing these kind of boundaries. That's a full toss Drives through the offside. Andreas goes and picks up another single. So Amir Jangu on strike now. Last ball of the over coming up. And that's a wide down the leg side. Has to reload that one. Last ball of the over, driven beautifully by Amir Jangu, beats deep point into the fence for 4. Third boundary of the over. 15 runs came from that over from lane. And Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 29 without loss after 3 overs. So Ethan Bosch now continuing into his second over. He's been the only bowler that has bowled well for the Royals till now. Raymond Simmons has gone for runs. Lane has gone for runs. Andreas Kos is on strike. First ball short and wide, cut away by Ghosh and picks up a single. First ball of the over gives a strike to Amir Jangu. And that's nicely left alone by Amir Jangu there. Dot ball from Ethan Bosch. Oh, that's picked up by Amir Jangu and that's all the way for 6. Another 6 here. It was full and on the pads. Amir Jangu just picked it up beautifully. It sailed over deep fine leg for 6. First 6 here for Amir Jangu in this innings. Three more deliveries left in this over. Oh, again going for the flick shot. They are appealing for LBW. The umpire says not out. Might be pitching down leg. Might be pitching outside the leg stump, I think. So it will be another dot ball. 2 more deliveries left in this over. And that's a good line delivery, guided away towards short third man by Amir Jangu and picks up another single. Gives the strike back to Andreas Ghosh. 1 more delivery left in this over. 8 runs from this over so far. Last ball of the over. And that's driven again by Andreas Ghosh towards the cover fielder. And there was an overthrows as well. A chance of a direct hit was there. Direct hit missed. And there was an overthrows, but it doesn't cost much. So another single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over from Ethan Bosch. And Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 38 without loss after 4 overs. How did that miss the stumps is still a mystery. Rutherford missed the direct hit there. And there's another bowling change here now. Daniel Sams is the new bowler into the attack for the Barbados Royals. Andreas Ghosh is on strike. And that's straight away in the slot. Ghosh hits it down the ground. Has it gone all the way? I don't think so. The umpires will have a look. In fact, it's been signalled as a 6. So a 6 to start the over from Andreas Ghosh in the slot from Sams and punished down the ground. So nice way to start the over for Ghosh. And second ball, he guides it away towards deep point and picks up another single. Gives a strike to Amir Jangu. Amir Jangu comes down the pitch and gets cleaned up. What a slow ball that is. From Daniel Sams. Completely deceived Amir Jangu there. Came down the pitch. He was through with the shot too early. Completely deceived. And he's lost his middle stump. And finally the first wicket goes down for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. And this opening partnership has been broken. Outstanding piece of bowling from Daniel Sams. He conceded the 6 in the first ball of the over, but then came back, bowled the slow ball, and has cleaned up Amir Jangu here. So Amir Jangu is out after scoring 23 from 14 balls, and Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are now 45 for 1 after 4.3 overs. So the new batter to the crease now for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons is Karima Gore. Has also had a very good tournament. Well, Daniel Sams knows a thing or two about celebrations, doesn't he? Here he comes again. Karima Gore on strike. And look, that was a little back of the length there. Karima Gore going for the pull shot and not able to get enough connection. Dot ball from Daniel Sams. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Andreas Goss is doing well at one end. And it's full again, driven down the ground by Karima Gore, straight to mid-off. Another dot ball from Daniel Sams. So good comeback after conceding the 6. Just only conceding 1 run after that and picking up the wicket as well of Amir Jangu. Last ball of the over. That's a slow ball again. Karima Gore hits it towards the offside, towards deep point, and gets off the mark with a single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over from Daniel Sams, including the wicket of Amir Jangu in that over. And Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 46 for 1 after 5 overs. So Raymond Simmons now is back into the attack. Conceded 12 runs in his first over, which was the first over of this innings. Karima Gore on strike. That's a shot pulled away by Karima Gore. Has he got enough on it? No, he hasn't. Catch taken at deep square leg, and that's a huge wicket. That is a huge wicket for the Barbados Royals, because Karima Gore has been in fantastic form in this tournament so far. And Raymond Simmons brought into the attack immediately. First ball of his second over picks up the big wicket of Karima Gore. And 2 down now, Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. And suddenly now, the Barbados Royals looking good here. So Karima Gore is out for just 1 today. And Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 46 for 2 after 5.1 overs. So Kevin Wickham is the new batter to the crease for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. In fact, Barbados Royals are searching for their first win today. That's a wide down the leg side from Raymond Simmons. Has to reload that one. So the Barbados Royals haven't won a game yet in the CPL 2025, and they are searching for their first win here. And they will be wanting to defend this total. They just have 1 point from a no result game They've lost 4 out of 5 games so far. That's another wide as it. Quinton de Kock is appealing. The umpire has given it as a wide. So again, Raymond Simmons has to reload again. He has to reload that one. Two back-to-back wides. Short and wide, cut away by Kevin Wickham. Gets off the mark with a single. And gives the strike back to Andreas Goes. And it's on a good length. They're driven. The chance of a run out at the bowler's end. Well, what was Kevin Wickham thinking there? He survives when there was a huge chance of a run out. Almost ran halfway through there, Kevin Wickham. You got to be listening to the striker's call. But eventually it's another dot ball from Raymond Simmons. 3 more deliveries left in this over. And it's flicked away by Andreas Goes towards mid wicket. Picks up a quick single. And with that single, the 50 comes up for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. The 50 comes up in 5.4 overs. And still a lot of work to do for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Kevin Wickham is on strike. It's full again. Driven beautifully by Kevin Wickham. Finds the gap and finds the boundary. First boundary for Kevin Wickham in this innings. And an important one for the Falcons. One more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over is back of the length, defended towards covers. And Kevin Wickham picks up another single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over from Raymond Simmons, including the wicket of Karima Gore in that over. And the power play has been completed. Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 55 for 2 after 6 overs. So still 14 more overs left in this innings. There's a bowling change now. Jamal Warrican is the new bowler into the attack for the Barbados Royals. Kevin Wickham is on strike. The first ball is a short ball, pulled away, put down in the deep. It went straight down the throat of deep mid wicket. Chris Green, normally a safe pair of hands, has put it down. Yet another catch going down. And Wickham has picked up the single. It was straight down the throat of the fielder there. But unfortunately, an opportunity goes begging. Andreas Gose is on strike now. And it's short and wide, cut away by Gose, but there is a fielder there, so it'll be another single. And this time it's short and wide and cut away again by Kevin Wickham. Picks up another single. 3 singles in this over. It should have been a wicket actually, first ball for Warwickon. The catch went down at deep mid wicket. Chris Green still has 4 overs to bowl for him. He can be a good bowler. That's a good delivery there. Gose moving across, cutting it straight to the fielder. Dot ball from Warwickon. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Quicker ball flicked away again by Gose towards deep mid wicket. Another single here. One more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over. And Wickham guides it straight to the fielder at short third man. Another dot ball to finish the over. So just 4 runs came from that over from Jomel Warwickon. And Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 59 for 2 after 7 overs. So Daniel Sams now is continuing in his second over. Andreas Gose on strike. It's a slow ball on the pads, flicked away by Gose towards deep square leg and starts off with a single. Required run rate is now 9.97. It's a gettable range only for the Falcons. They can still chase this down, have more batting left. Andreas Gose is a good batter. And even down the order, they have some power hitters. It's driven again by Kevin Wickham, but straight to the fielder at covers. Dot ball from Daniel Sams. It's a slow ball pulled away by Wickham. There's a chance of a run out at the bowler's end. But the single has been completed. There's a slight chance of a run out there. But good running between the wickets to complete the single. 3 more deliveries left in this over. And it's on the pads. Andreas goes, flicks it leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. The required run rate now about 10. The Antigua and Barbuda Falcons need to be a little careful. The required run rate climbs up very quickly with quiet overs. Oh, that's pulled away. He hasn't got timing on it. There should be a fielder taking this catch, and that's a good catch. Or has it put it down? Oh dear. The catch has gone down again. Second life for Kevin Wickham. Couple of runs completed as well. It was a very tough catch. The fielder was diving forward from the mid-wicket region. Is it Chris Green once again? Oh my goodness, Chris Green is not able to take a catch today. I feel for him. One more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over. And he goes for the uppercut. They are appealing for a catch. They are appealing for a catch. The umpire says not out. Sams wants it reviewed here. Well, Sams is pleading. He wants this reviewed. And I think they have gone upstairs. So we'll have a look at this. Daniel Sams is convinced that there was something on it. Went for the uppercut there, Kevin Wickham. From this angle, it doesn't appear to be any bat involved. Need to look at the ultra edge. Well, there's daylight between bat and ball as far as I am concerned. You don't even need to go to ultra edge, I think. Absolute daylight between bat and ball there. Sams was adamant to go for the review there, but unfortunately it's going to be unsuccessful. The decision will remain not out. It is not out. So a dot ball to finish that over. 5 runs came from that over from Daniel Sams. Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 64 for 2 after 8 overs. So Jomel Warrican now continuing in the attack. And first ball, Andreas goes, picks up a single and gives the strike to Kevin Wickham. The required run rate is now 10.39. Chris Green hasn't come into the attack yet. He still has full 4 overs left. Kevin Wickham comes down the pitch, hits it all the way for 6, I think. Yes, that's a clean shot from Kevin Wickham. And finally, after a long time, the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons get their sixer off the bat of Kevin Wickham. It's a flatter delivery, punch to the back foot by Wickham towards deep extra covers. and picks up another single. That's cut away again by Ghosh. And well, the deep extra covers comes around, misfield, fumble by the fielder in the deep allows the batters to complete a couple of runs. You cannot be fumbling like that. 2 more deliveries left in this over. The 6th in this over is such a crucial 6 for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. Well, goes down the ground and goes all the way. What a shot that is. Straight down the ground, all the way for 6. Second 6 in this over. And Andreas Ghosh now joining the party. He's an excited player to watch, this Andreas Ghosh. He is from USA. Had a fantastic tournament in the MLC this year. And now is playing really well in the CPL as well. 1 more delivery left in this over. 16 runs from this over so far. That's pulled away by Ghosh. Has he found the gap? The fielders coming in from long on. I think it'll only be a single for Andreas Ghosh to finish the over. 17 runs came from that over from Jomal Warrican, and the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 81 for 2 after 9 overs. So Johan Lane is now back into the attack. Conceded 15 runs in his first over. The bowling has been a letdown for the Barbados Royals in this season. And need to try and defend this year. Still the required run rate is 9.73. That's on the pads, flicked away by Ghosh, finds the boundary towards deep fine leg. That's a way to start the over for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. Poor delivery from Johan Lane. Angling onto the pads, a full delivery, and all Ghosh had to do was just get bat on it and starts the over with a boundary. And that's back of the length, defended towards covers and picks up another single here. And that's back of the length again. Kevin Wickham defends it towards covers. Another dot ball from Johan Lane. Three more deliveries left in this over. What can Kevin Wickham do? Slow ball. That's cut away towards deep point. And Wickham picks up another single. Gives a strike to Andreas Goes. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Andreas Goes batting on 41 from 26 balls. A required run rate just about touching 10 maybe. That's pulled away in the air. Is there a fielder coming in from deep square leg but can't get to it? And Goes picks up another single. So after conceding the boundary, just 3 singles in this over. 7 runs coming from this over so far. 1 more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over. And it's pulled away by Wickham towards deep mid wicket. Will pick up another single to finish the over. So 8 runs came from that over from Johan Lane. And Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 89 for 2 after 10 overs. And it's also the time for the strategic timeout.
So we come to the end of the strategic timeouts. Ethan Bosch is back into the attack, and straight away on a good length Flicked away by Wickham, and he picks up a single of the first ball of the over. I still can't understand the strategy of holding back Chris Green. He has his full 4 overs left and he can bowl those off spinners really well. Why aren't they giving him the ball is the big question. Andreas Gose is on strike now. It's a slow ball cut away by Gose, but straight to the fielder at point. So a dot ball from Ethan Bosch. I hope they recognize that Chris Green is also a bowler. You cannot be using Chris Green as a pure batter. That is complete injustice to him. Short and wide again, cut away. Did it come off the edge of the bat or toe of the bat? I don't know. But Andreas Gose picks up another single. The required run rate is now about 10. It's 10.21. A good start to the over here from Ethan Bosch. Kevin Wickham is on strike. That's a slow ball pulled away by Wickham, and it's a good stop on the boundary at deep square leg. Wickham picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. And that should be a wide. And the keeper has fumbled it as well. So bonus runs here for the Falcons. Wide plus the single. Normally a keeper like Quinton de Kock, you won't see him fumbling like that. But he's allowed a single to be completed. Still two more deliveries left in this over. Shot again, pulled away by Wickham. Oh, is it? I think it's Chris Green again at deep mid wicket. The ball is chasing him everywhere in the field today. And Chris Green is not able to catch anything. Wickham picks up another single. I think Kevin Wickham has realized every time if he hits the ball to Chris Green, he knows that the catch will be put down. So just better hit it to Chris Green every time. Third catch, I think, for Chris Green today. Going down. Last ball of the over now. And that's short and wide. Cut away by Gose. Deep extra covers is there. Picks up the single, but can only settle for the single. Overthrows, no. Backup is there. So single to finish the over. A decent over from Ethan Bosch, we can say that. 7 runs came from that over from Ethan Bosch. And Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 96 for 2 after 11 overs. So the 50 partnership comes up between Andreas Gose and Kevin Wickham with that single which Andreas Gose took in the last ball of the previous over. Partnership is 50 from 35 balls between Andreas Goss and Kevin Wickham. And who is coming into the attack now? It's hit down the ground by Goss and beats the long on fielder into the fence for 4. And with that boundary, the 100 comes up for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. The 100 comes up in 11.1 overs. And Andreas Goss is nearing his half century here. Johan Lane continuing in the attack and first ball of the over conceding the boundary. Pressure on Johan Lane now. Still no Chris Green for bowling, which is what I'm not able to understand. That's pulled away by Goss and it will go for 4 again. Back-to-back boundaries to start the over. 2 short from Johan Lane this time. And punished by Andreas Goss, brings up his half century as well. 52 from 32 balls with 5 fours and 2 sixers. At a strike rate of 162.50. And he's certainly making up with the bat for his dropped catch of Brandon King today. And now Goss gives himself room, hits it down the ground. Long on comes around, cuts it off. Andreas Goss picks up a couple of runs. Three more deliveries left in this over. Superb knock this from Andreas Goss. And it's on the pads again, flicked away by Goss towards deep square leg, picks up the single. Can they come back? No, they can't. Have to settle for the single. And gives a strike to Kevin Wickham. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that's pulled away by Wickham. And oh my goodness me! Is it Chris Green again? No, it's Daniel Sams this time. Kevin Wickham completes a couple of runs. What is it about the deep mid-wicket region and the catches going down? I don't know. There's a 4th catch going down for... 4th lifeline for Kevin Wickham today. 4th catch put down of him. It is Chris Green, I think. That's a slow ball pulled away towards short fine leg. Picks up the single to finish the over. So 14 runs came from that over from Johan Lane. And the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 110 for 2 after 12 overs. So Daniel Sams now back into the attack. It's a slow ball. Wickham hits it in the air, down the ground. That should be taken. It is. Finally, they can catch something. The Barbados Royals fielders. And Kevin Wickham has eventually got to go. There was a slow ball from Daniel Sams. Wickham was through with the shot. Didn't get any timing on it. But it's not about the timing today. It's about whether the Barbados Royals fielders can take one catch or not. And eventually they have taken one catch. So after 4 lifelines, Kevin Wickham is making his way back to the pavilion now after scoring 26 from 21 balls. And the Barbuda Falcons are 110 for 3 after 12.1 overs. Well, thankfully Chris Green was not there at mid-off. Maybe if Chris Green was there, he would have put it down once again. I don't know what kind of love story that is. Chris Green, deep mid-wicket, Kevin Wickham. Same love story. Unfortunately, Kevin Wickham has been dismissed here. So now the new batter to the crease for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons is the experienced all-rounder from Bangladesh. Shakib Al Hasan is the new batter to the crease. Obviously, Andreas Goss is still there, batting on 55 from 34 balls. It's going to be Andreas Goss and Shakib Al Hasan to do the job now for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. Shakib Al Hasan on strike. Here's Daniel Sams. Oh, Shakib going for the paddle straight away, but not able to make connection. Dot ball from Daniel Sams. Still batters left for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. Imad Wasim, Fabian Allen, all big hitters down the order. Four overs left for Chris Green, and I don't know why they are not giving him the bowling. Has he been instructed that he has to only field and that to drop catches at deep mid wicket? It's a slow ball flicked away by Shakib Al Hasan and gets off the mark with a single. Andreas Goss now gets the strike. 3 more deliveries left in this over. I thought Barbados Royals posted a very good score on the board. Obviously, it gets tougher in Barbados to chase down totals in the end. We saw even in the T20 World Cup final, the famous 30 runs, 30 balls. That equation came at this very venue. South Africa needed 30 runs to win from the last 30 balls, and India defended it in the T20 World Cup final last year. It's a slow ball again and pulled away by Andreas Goss towards deep square leg and picks up another single. Shakib on strike, and he goes for the cut, but misses it. Another dot ball from Daniel Sams. So good over this from Daniel Sams. Just 2 runs coming from this over, and the wicket of Kevin Wickham as well. The required run rate now jumping towards 11 here. Last ball of the over from Daniel Sams. Slow ball. Shakib going for the pull, getting it on the pads. Another dot ball to finish the over. Excellent over from Daniel Sams. Just 2 runs came from that over along with the wicket of Kevin Wickham. And Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 112 for 3 after 13 overs. So 7 overs left and the Barbuda Falcons need 76 to win. Finally, Chris Green has been brought into the attack. A bowling change for the Barbados Royals. 4 overs left for Chris Green. Andreas Gose is on strike. First ball is a good delivery. Gose moves across, hits it leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up a single. Gives a strike to Shakib. Oh, in fact, I think Gose picked up a couple of runs. He's hit it in the air, and I think the catch has been put down again at deep mid wicket. What is it about that deep mid wicket area today? How many catches going down? But this time it's the big wicket of Andreas Gose that could have been the match for the Royals. It was pulled in the air, no timing at all. But I think someone has written there, you should not take a catch down there at deep mid wicket today if you are in the Barbados Royals camp. How many catches in that same region going down today? Nevertheless, single completed. Shakib Al Hasan is on strike now. Oh, Shakib looking to try getting an inside edge. He's struggling here, Shakib. Another dot ball. Required run rate now 11.23 is getting tougher here. That is why that catch of Andreas Gose. If they can dismiss Andreas Gose now, that could be the match for the Royals. Shakib moves across, hits it down the ground. Has he got enough? He has, I think. All the way for 6. That is exactly what was needed for the Barbuda Falcons. Was in the slot from Chris Green. And Shakib hits his first 6 of this innings. Two more deliveries left in this over. Shakib is off the mark with a 6. Short and wide this time, cut away straight to covers. Dot ball from Chris Green. One more delivery left in this over. Game on here. Can Shakib find the boundary once again? Last ball of the over. Shakib moves across, goes for the big shot, gets the outside edge. It goes past the short third man fielder. I don't think it will reach the boundary. It's good fielding in the deep. Couple of runs for Shakib Al Hasan to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over from Chris Green. And Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 123 for 3 after 14 overs. So 6 more overs left in this innings now, and the Falcons need 65 to win from the last 6 overs. Andri's ghost is still there at the crease. Got a lifeline in the previous over. Catch going down at deep mid wicket. Well, that'll become a standard dialogue, isn't it? That same region where even Kevin Wickham got lifelines. So Andre's ghost is on strike. Raymond Simmons has been brought back into the attack here. He still has 2 overs left. 3 overs left from Chris Green as well. First ball is a short ball. Ghost gets the top edge. And it lands short of the fielder at long on. And Andres Ghost picks up the single to start the over. The required run rate now 10.97. It's getting higher and higher. Shakib Al Hasan needs to do something with the bat here. That's a good Yorker. Shakib takes it out, down the ground, long on. Picks up another single. The required run rate is now above 11. Andres goes on strike. Has to find the boundary here. It's full again. Hit down the ground by Ghost towards long on and picks up another single. 3 singles to start this over. This is not going to hurt the Royals. Good bowling from Raymond Simmons. And now Shakib goes for the paddle, gets it away, over short fine leg and into the boundary for 4. Much needed boundary for Shakib Al Hasan and the Barbuda Falcons. Two more deliveries left in this over. That paddle shot which he plays so well. He's played it so well over the years in international cricket as well. Slow ball, hits it back. Oh, that was a very hard catch, I think. It was hit back at the bowler. Shakib picks up another single. Well, it has been full of dropped catches this innings for the Barbados Royals, particularly at deep mid wicket, but now Raymond Simmons also putting down a relatively tough chance actually. One more delivery left in this over. Andreas goes on strike. What's with the fielding today of the Barbados Royals? Don't know. Goes, gives himself room, cuts it towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to finish the over. So 9 runs came from that over from Raymond Simmons. And the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 132 for 3 after 15 overs. So 5 overs left, 56 needed for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. I think it will be Chris Green to continue in the attack now. He still has 3 overs left. In fact, they have brought back Ethan Bosch. First ball is a slow ball, picked up, and has gone all the way, has it? It's gone all the way for 6. Andres goes, starts the over with a 6. Exactly what is needed for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. So expensive start for Ethan Bosch there. The 6 to start the over. Ethan Bosch is into his last over. That's a wide. And oh my god. I mean, I don't know how. It's not given as a wide or what. It's not given as a wide. Or is it? It's given as a dot ball. It is given as a wide eventually, so it is an extra ball. Has to reload that one. Moves across again, pulls it in the air. There's a fielder there, and has he taken it? No, he's put it down. Why would they take a catch today? The Barbados Royals. None of the fielders are taking anything. They're just putting it down every single catch. Even easy catches are going down. Don't need to even worry about the tough ones. Goes, picks up another single and gives the strike to Shakib Al Hasan. That was a really good effort though by Daniel Sams. But a really tough catch actually. When you're dropping the easy catches, then, well, there's no excuse for these tough catches as well. 4 more deliveries left in this over. Well, would you prefer bowling to Shakib Al Hasan than Andreas goes now? Well, the answer is out. That is the answer. Shakib Al Hasan has found deep mid wicket, and there's still life in this contest for the Barbados Royals, I think. Well, finally they have taken a catch at deep mid wicket, and Shakib Al Hasan has to go. The slower ball there from Ethan Bosch. It looked as though it was a good shot from Shakib Al Hasan, but found the fielder at deep mid wicket there. So the 4th wicket goes down for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. Shakib Al Hasan is out after scoring 15 from 12 balls. And the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 140 for 4 after 15.3 overs. So Fabian Allen is the new batter to the crease, and this is a very good decision because Fabian Allen can be a destructive finisher, and he's going to be batting along with the settled Andres Ghosts. As a full toss flicked away by Fabian Allen, gets off the mark with a single. Andres Gose is on strike. Two more deliveries left in this over. And that's pulled away leg side. Hasn't got timing on it. Straight to deep mid wicket. Another single for Andres Gose. 10 runs have come from this over so far. Still one ball left in this over. Fabian Allen is on strike. The last ball of the over from Ethan Bosch. That's on the pads. Fabian Allen flicks it away. Picks up another single to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over from Ethan Bosch, including the wicket of Shakib Al Hasan in that over. And Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 143 for 4 after 16 overs. So the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are in third place now. A win would still mean that they will remain in third place, as the Trinbago Knight Riders and St. Lucia Kings, both of them are flying high at the top 2 spots of the table. So 4 overs left, 45 needed for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. Daniel Sams has been brought back into the attack. I mean, the one thing I'm not able to understand about the captaincy, why Chris Green has bowled only 1 over till now. That's a slow ball picked away by Fabian Allen. It's gone all the way for 6. All the way for 6 over deep mid wicket. And that's a fantastic way to start the over for Fabian Allen. This is the problem when you bowl it in the slot. So straight away Daniel Sams put into the crowd by Fabian Allen. He's a big hitter of the ball. Can be very dangerous. Goes again. Down the ground. I think he's gone enough, has he? No, the catch is taken. So Daniel Sams strikes back. Fabian Allen got it on the toe of the bat. And it's gone straight down the throat of long off. Is there another twist in this game or what? Fabian Allen is going back. And half the side back in the pavilion for Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. Daniel Sams picks up his 3rd wicket in this innings. And it's an important wicket of Fabian Allen. So I think Imad Wasim will come in next. And I think this is the last recognized batting pair maybe. Obviously Imad Wasim can also play the big shots. Andres Ghosh is also still there. But out of the many drop catches of the Barbados Royals, I think that drop catch of Andres Ghosh in the over in which Chris Green bowled, I think that drop catch will prove very costly for the Barbados Royals. Here's Daniel Sams. Imad Wasim on strike. And it's a slower delivery there, pulled away by Imad Wasim towards deep mid wicket. And picks up a couple of runs to get off the mark. 150 comes up for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons with those couple of runs from Imad Wasim. Three more deliveries left in this over. And that's cut away by Wasim. Imad Wasim straight to point. And picks up a single though. Gives the strike to Andres Ghosh. Two more deliveries left in this over. Daniel Sams is completing his spell here. Already Ethan Bosch has also completed his spell. Two more deliveries left in this over. Andres Ghosh on strike. Slow ball, cut away by Ghosh towards covers, picks up another single. One more delivery left in this over. Imad Wasim is on strike. 10 runs have come from this over so far. Last ball of the over. That's edged away by Imad Wasim. Forgets the boundary. The ball will race away for 4. Gets the boundary to finish the over. So 14 runs came from that over from Daniel Sams, along with the wicket of Fabian Allen in that over. And Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 157 for 5 after 17 overs. So 3 more overs left in this innings. 31 needed for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. It was a slow ball into the pitch from Sams, but Imad Wasim got the edge, raced past shot third man into the boundary. Not a good way for Daniel Sams to end his spell probably, but it has been a good spell for him. So I think there's a change of ball here, not sure why. So Ethan Bosch has completed his 4 overs. Daniel Sams has completed his 4 overs. Johan Lane and Raymond Simmons have 1 over left each. And I think they're going with Johan Lane here. He's been a little expensive. None for 37 in his 3 overs. But they are trusting him. The fielding has been very, very poor from the Barbados Royals today. Plenty of dropped catches. But can they still manage to get over the line here? It's going to be Andres goes on strike. No trust on Chris Green at all. I don't know why. Andres goes is on strike, batting on 71 from 44 balls. Here's Johan Lane. Big over this, 18th over of this innings. And goes for the paddle, doesn't make contact. Dot ball to start. From Johan Lane. Oh, there just should be a wide down the leg side, so I think the bowler himself has made up for the dot ball he bowled. Concedes the extra ball, extra run. That's a slow ball pulled away by Ghosh. Has he got enough on it? I think he has. All the way is it. It's all the way for 6, I think. A slow ball again from Johan Lane, but picked up beautifully by Andres Ghosh. And I think it's brought the Falcons back into this game big time now. So a big 6 there from Andres Ghosh. What an innings this has been from this player from USA. 24 still needed for victory. Goes again. This hasn't got enough on it. The fielder comes in and puts it down. Oh goodness me. Chris Green again at deep mid wicket. Well, I can't believe this. Couple of runs completed by Andres Ghosh. How many catches has Chris Green decided to drop today? Very poor catching this. There's a limit towards dropping catches. You cannot keep on dropping like this. That's a slow ball pulled away again by Ghosh towards deep square leg. Ghosh will pick up another single. Maybe because Chris Green is keeping on dropping catches like this. That's why they are not trusting him with his bowling. I mean, you have to take a catch, isn't it? How many catches? He's already dropped 5 to 6 catches today. And still, Barbados Royals have an outside chance of winning this. Imad Wasim on strike now. Slow ball again, cut away by Imad Wasim, straight to covers. Picks up another single. 11 runs have come from this over. Still one ball left. This has been an outstanding knock from Andres Ghosh, but obviously two chances, two lifelines he got. The last ball of the over coming up. There's a ban. Chris Green placed at mid-wicket. That's pulled away by Andres Ghosh, and it goes towards Chris Green again. The ball is following him today. Another single to finish the over. So 12 runs came from that over from Johan Lane. The Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 169 for 5 after 18 overs. So who's going to bowl the penultimate over here? I think Chris Green will bowl the final over maybe. So Raymond Simmons bowling the penultimate over, and that swung leg side by Ghosh towards square leg. Deep square leg is there. Single to start the over. Imad Wasim gets the strike. Well, the home crowd is disappointed that the Barbados Royals are dropping too many catches here. Here comes Raymond Simmons, full delivery again, driven by Imad Wasim towards deep covers and picks up another single. Sunrise goes on strike now. Big 4 deliveries coming up in this over. They need this wicket of Ghosh. That's a wide. Wide outside the off stump. Raymond Simmons has to reload that one. And it's on the pads again, flicked away by Ghosh towards deep square leg, picks up another single. Gives the strike to Imad Wasim. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Is this game going down to the wire here? Well, India defended 30 runs in 30 balls in this venue. If anyone remembers that, 30 runs, 30 balls was defended in a T20 match at this venue in a final. So Barbados Royals should still back themselves. That's full again, hit down the ground by Imad Wasim towards long off and picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. Andres goes on strike. Two big deliveries to come from Raymond Simmons. Oh my god, I don't think anyone can watch from the crowd. That's a good Yorker again from Simmons, flicked away by Gauss towards deep mid-wicket. Picks up another single. This is a good over. 6 runs coming from this over. Still one more delivery left in this over. Imad Wasim on strike. Big delivery. How much do you leave for the last over to chase down if you are the Falcons? Last ball of the over from Raymond Simmons. That's a full again. Hit down the ground by Imad Wasim towards long off. Picks up another single to finish the over. Good over from Raymond Simmons. 7 runs came from that over. And the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 176 for 5 after 19 overs, needing 12 runs to win from the last over. So who's going to bowl the last over now? Daniel Sams has finished, Ethan Bosch has finished, Raymond Simmons has finished, Johan Lane has finished, and are they going to go with Chris Green here? Chris Green has a habit of bowling last overs. Chris Green has bowled last overs in the Big Bash 100 every tournament. Well, who are they going with here? Well, what have they decided to do here? Sharfin Rutherford is going to be bowling the last over. Is it Sharfin Rutherford? Are you kidding me? Can he bowl or what? 12 runs to defend. They are not trusting Chris Green, but they are trusting Sharfin Rutherford in this situation. Oh my goodness me. This is a huge risk taken, huge gamble taken by Rahman Powell here. "12 runs to defend in the last over, and they are giving it to Sharfin Rutherford and saying, buddy, you defend it." How many times, I don't know how many times Sharfin Rutherford has been in this kind of a situation. Imad Wasim on strike. That's a wide to start. Not a good start from Sharfin Rutherford. Well, I don't know what kind of a decision this is. At least they could have gone with Chris Green. Still has 3 overs left. But they have gone with Sharfin Rutherford. I mean, just because he has dropped a few catches doesn't mean that he cannot defend a target in the last over or he cannot bowl. You have given him only 1 over. You have underutilized Chris Green. What is special about Sharfin Rutherford that you're giving the ball to him at this stage? Oh my god. Imad Wasim on strike now. And that's a good ball, I guess. Is it given as a wide again? Back-to-back wides to start. Rutherford is feeling the pressure here. I think this decision is going to backfire for the Barbados Royals. This is not a joke, bowling the last over of a T20 match. That you just give it to anyone like that. I don't know whether Rutherford has even bowled these overs before. And that's cut away by Imad Wasim as he found the gap. There is a fielder at long off. They're coming back for the second. And they get there. Couple of runs to start the over. Well, bowling these overs are not a joke. Seriously. And I don't know whether Rutherford has the experience of defending this. 5 balls left, 8 runs needed. That should be another wide, isn't it? It's another wide. Too many wides here from Sharfin Rutherford. Three wides in this over already. And the runs are flowing for the Falcons. That's a good ball, hit down the ground by Wasim. Towards long off, they pick up the single, coming back for the second. The chance over and out was there. But I think Ghosh has made it back. Couple of runs completed. Five runs needed from 4 balls. Ghosh has made it back, so it will be a couple of runs for Imad Wasim. So not out it is. 4 balls left, 5 required. That's cut away by Imad Wasim as he found the gap. The fielder is there. He's looking to come back for the second. There's no second run. So just a single for Imad Wasim. And gives the strike to Andreas Ghosh. 4 needed from 3 now. Rutherford will be looking back at those 3 wides. 3 extra runs gifted to the opposition. 3 balls, 4 runs. I think Andreas Ghosh will be thinking 1 hit finishes it. And that's a slow ball. He hits it down the ground as Andreas Ghosh towards long on, picks up the single. It'll only be a single. Gives the strike to Imad Wasim. We are going down to the wire here. 3 needed from 2 now. Oh my goodness. Super over, anybody? Imad Wasim on strike. 2 balls left, 3 to get. Here comes Rutherford. Imad Wasim on strike. Big delivery. That's flicked away by Imad Wasim as he got it in the gap. Fielder is there at long on. Picks up the single. They're coming back for the second. Chance over and out, and he's gone. He's gone, Imad Wasim. The single will be completed. But it is a run out. And it will be 2 to win of the last ball. New batter will have to come to the crease. What is going on here? Outstanding throw. The keeper collected it, threw down the stumps. And Imad Wasim is a long way out. Oh my God, this is still game on here. Imad Wasim has to go back to the pavilion, was looking to come back for the second, but there was no second run available. Imad Wasim is out for 17. And the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are 186 for 6 after 19.5 overs, needing 2 runs to win from the last ball. Well, and more importantly, I think Andres Ghost will be away from the strike now. So it will be the new batter who has to face this last ball to score the 2 runs. It's going to be Shamar Springer, who is the new batter to the crease, and he will have to be on strike now. Well, Shamar Springer is capable with the bat. 2 to win of the last ball. Sharfin Rutherford with the ball. Tensed faces everywhere. Single will take it to a super over. 2 will win it for the Falcons. What a game we have had here. Last ball. Sharfin Rutherford to Shamar Springer. That's hit leg side in the air. Fielder is there. They'll come back for the second. And that's the game. Antigua and Barbuda Falcons get over the line. And the Barbados Royals still remain winless in the competition. The last ball victory for Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. It was always a risky decision to go with Sharfin Rutherford to bowl the last over. But he at least did well to take the game to the last ball of the match. But heartbreak for the Barbados Royals once again. Very poor fielding. Chris Green dropped a lot of catches. And even some bowling options, like I don't know why Chris Green bowled only 1 over in the entire innings. He could have bowled at least 2 or 3 overs. He was not given more than 1 over. That was also surprising. And then Sharfin Rutherford bowling the last over was another surprising decision. But eventually it is the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons who come up once again triumphant. They win by 4 wickets and they have chased down the 187 runs in Barbados. They have chased down 188 runs in Barbados and won the game off the last ball. It's very difficult to chase down these totals at this venue. But unfortunately, Barbados Royals have been a big letdown in this season. Nothing has been clicking for them. They have suffered their 5th defeat today and they are rooted to the bottom of the table with still 4 games left for them. Meanwhile, the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons are back to winning ways. An outstanding talent in Andres Ghost played a match-winning knock today. Andres Ghost remaining unbeaten on 85 from 53 balls. With 5 fours and 4 sixers at a strike rate of 160.38 and small contributions from Kevin Wickham, Imad Wasim as well. And the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons winning this game by 4 wickets and picking up their 4th win in CPL 2025. So we'll be back again to cover further cricket matches in our channel. Until then, please like, share and subscribe to our channel, Runs and Views. And we'll be back again soon. Cheers guys.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.